Hello, this is Sandy. Welcome back to tutorial video number 5 for the 11 by 11 Aloha photo album that I designed for Country Craft Creations using PhotoPlay's Aloha paper collection. Today we're going to put the covers on our album page sets and put our rounded spine on, and we're going to get ready to finish up on this album. So let's get started. Take your cover, your front or back cover, and from the inside edge mark with your ruler a line, and this is on the chipboard side, the side that's not wrapped. I have the top that I marked top at the top laying on my table here at the very top. You see that? Now put the ruler in and draw a 1.5 inch line all the way down. So this is the back piece that I'm working on. So this would be the left side of the back chipboard piece. Then take your front piece, and where you've labeled top, put that down at the top of your workspace, and on the inside, which would be the right side, draw another line with your ruler at 1.5 inches. Take your spine piece and with your hands gently round it lengthwise, the way I'm doing here. And I'm going to glue one side along that line. So I'm putting glue on the chipboard side, put a good amount of glue. You want to make sure that this sticks down really well. And take the left side of your curved spine, and this pink will be the inside of mine with the green on the outside. Showing from the outside. The green is what you're going to see from the outside, but this is the way it needs to be attached to the cover. So you're attaching it to the inside part of the cover. So press that down and burnish and let that dry. Next, you're going to attach the other side, and I'm just gently bending this to make sure that it's attached. So you see how the cover comes over the outer spine? So you're going to glue the other side to the back cover. So again, put a good amount of glue right along that line all the way out to the edge of your chipboard cover on the unfinished side. So I have glued the spine on, and to give it a little extra time to glue, I'm taking my little plastic clips and I'm just attaching them to each end of the spine, and I'm going to let that set aside. I'm going to set it aside and let it dry for a bit. Okay, now we're ready to attach our page set into our album cover. So remember, you have the one page that has no decorating on it and on the front, and you have one on the back. So I'm taking the back one, and on the outside of it I'm applying glue. Now if this makes you uncomfortable because once glue goes down it is stuck, you certainly can use score tape, because if you get it down crooked or not where you want it exactly, you can use undo to pull it loose without damaging anything. So undo works with score tape. It will not work with glue. But I'm gluing mine, and so I've got my fingers crossed that everything will go as planned. So you're going to take this one sheet of cardstock, the blue cardstock. You're going to position your page set in over the spine. Now remember, this does not attach down to the spine. And I'm just going to eyeball it, and I'm lining up this one, the last page here, the page that has no decorating on it. I'm lining it up, putting it as straight as possible and as even as possible from top to bottom and along the right side. So you see the margin of the wraparound patterned paper that wrapped around the cover. And so I'm burnishing this down with a wipe to get all the excess glue while I'm holding my pages in my left hand, and I'm attaching the back of the page set to the back cover of the album. So now I've got my bone folder, and I'm going to burnish along the edge. Burnish all this down using the flat side of my bone folder. If you have a spatula, use that. And go ahead and burnish and get this attached down and let it dry really well before you start closing anything up. I've let the back page dry and be attached well to the back cover. So now I'm adding glue to the front page of the page set. This is the blue undecorated cardstock page. So put a good amount of glue on the front side. And this is the trickier part. It's a little harder to put this one on. You're just gluing this page, this one side, down to the front cover, to the unfinished side of the front cover. So I'm just holding it up, and I'm lining up my left edge of my page where it needs to be on the left edge of the cover. And then I let the pages lay down, and then I'm just burnishing it with my hands and made sure that it was on straight. Now you might want to try this without any adhesive on yours at first to see how the best way for you to hold and position this. Remember, it is not attached in the spine area. That is loose. It is a rounded spine. So only the covers, the pages, the two front and back pages are attached to the covers. So burnish well. And that's done. We have the album cover and the spine attached, so now we're ready to cover the inside of the album on the covers. So I'm putting glue to the back side of this yellow striped paper that I chose and cut earlier in an earlier video to attach it down to the inside front cover and to the inside back cover. So you just apply a good amount of glue, put it around the edges, and then in a swirly motion on the center, and quickly go ahead and attach this down. I'm putting it on the front, and I want the stripes to be horizontal, so I'm putting it on, lining it up, just making sure that it doesn't cover any of the hinge part of the pages there on the center, and burnish it with a dry wipe. And then with a flat edge of a bone folder or with your spatula. So you will repeat this for the inside back cover and put it on the exact same way. Congratulations, the album is finished, except if you want an optional belly band closure and if you want to add more decorating. So first I'm going to give you this option. If you want the belly band closure, you cut 3 pieces of cardstock that are 4 inches by 12 inches long, and I used white. And then you will seam these together with either glue or score tape so that you have one long piece. Then you will add your magnets. So I put 2 sets on the left side of the band, on the back side, and then I put 4 sets on the right hand side on the front side. This is to allow for expansion for when the album gets photos added in and you need more room and you need the belly band to be either smaller now and then larger later. So this is something you could do. You could add your belly band later, I'm going to pattern mine. I use scraps of paper on the inside, the underside of it, and some of my cut parts to finish this. And then I added my flowers as decorating different elements to the front of the belly band. If you don't want it a belly band, or you don't want it on your belly band, you can add your decorating to the album cover. You don't have to add anything if you don't want to. This album will stay closed. You don't actually need a closure. You can use a ribbon tie, whatever you want to do for your closure for your album. So I am not going to give any more verbal instruction in this video. This is the end of this tutorial for the 11 by 11 Aloha photo album that I designed for Country Craft Creations using Photo Play's Aloha paper collection. It's been a lot of fun creating this, and I really love how it turned out, and I think you'll like it too. I hope you enjoy it, and you can make it out of any pattern paper that you choose and be creative with your decorating. And I will speed this up and you will see all the different elements of decorating, finishing this belly band. And I want to thank you so very much for watching, for following along, and I hope you will shop online at countrycraftcreations.com. So thanks again. Bye-bye.